Hello everyone. I'm here to talk to you about what happened on Alone Season 8, Episode 2. You meet the other 5 contestants. You meet Coder. He's doing this for his mother because she's a huge fan of the show. Um, he has a lot of acres in his land. He spends a lot of time outside, camping and all that, going hiking and stuff. So, after the first 4 days, after he struggled to get a campfire going, he finally did. Then he decided he's going to make a canoe to go explore where he's at more and go fishing. He made it out of paracord, some of his tarp he had, and some logs, and he twice almost punctured a hole in it, but dropping his multi-purpose knife tool in it. So he's like, you know what, I'm putting this away. He tossed it aside. I don't blame him one bit. He tested it out on the water. It floats. So he's like, you know what, I'm game. I'm going to go explore now. You meet Jordan. Not much is said about him so far. On day 3, he got spooked by a bear because the bear was roaming around in his makeshift shelter during the nighttime, so he got spooked. So he decided he's gonna, instead of going out gathering food and stuff, he's going to focus on building kind of like a log cabin to keep the bears out and to keep the cold winds that's going to happen out. He explored the shoreline, gathering supplies to build a log cabin with. He found an old rusted up soda can. He's going to use that for fishing material. And the wind started picking up. So he rushed back to where has his makeshift shelter at. He has not gone out for any wildlife whatsoever. He's just focused on that log cabin. He did eat some ants he found on an old rotten up log, and he said that so many ants have more protein than one egg. I didn't know that. You meet Teresa. She's from the United Kingdom, UK, and she's a teacher on survival techniques. That's pretty interesting. It showed the stuff she selected to bring with her, and oh man, that's some pretty neat looking cool stuff. She went to work on a pit house shelter. She found an old piece of an elk jawbone and some logs, and she dug so far down in the dirt, set kind of like a TP type up shelter. She came across some fresh bear droppings as soon as she got off the boat where they dropped her off at, which kind of spooked her to quickly get this pit house shelter built up. You meet Michelle. She's from Cherryfield, and she gathered some crickets. She cooked those up real good, and she ate those. They're good in calories. She came across some wild onions. She pulled them out of the ground. She gathered those. She went back on the shoreline to relax, and there was a bear in the water, just playing around. And since I saw her and started coming at her, so she took off back inland into the woods, running. And she decided, okay, I'm gonna build 2 shelters. One's gonna be a makeshift shelter. One's gonna be a permanent one, but they're gonna be far enough away from each other, so the bears won't, I guess, go to both shelters or something. That's what she's gonna be planning on doing. The following contestant you meet is Nate. He's 46 years old. He served 24 to 26 years in the military, and that's his mindset. Is I'm back in the military. I got an assignment. My assignment is the last 30 plus somewhat days. Win the competition. That's his game plan. That's his mindset. He's out of the think like boxer. I'm sorry. He thinks outside the box. Is what I'm trying to say. Same as Teresa. She's one of the outside of the box thinker as well. His first 7 days is pretty hilarious. He found some wild mushrooms, and he found 3 of them. He hung them up on a snare wire from one branch to the other. Then one day when he came out of his makeshift shelter, one of the mushrooms was gone. The squirrel took it. So days later, he saw a squirrel eating a wild mushroom, and he waited. The squirrel took off. He found where the squirrel was, took that mushroom. He's like, you want to take one of mine? I'm taking one of yours. That was pretty cool. He made a trout line And he put it in the water, and he came back after so many days to check, and he had no luck, so came back again. And on day 7, he finally caught a nice bowl size, like a bowl trout. That thing was perfect size. That was nice size. And he used a orange twine, and he made a fly fish out of it. I got an uncle that does a lot of fly fishing and makes his own flies. It's pretty neat how he made one out of orange cotton twine. It worked, and he just sat on that beach line, cooked up some wild mushrooms, some wild onions, and he had a feast of that fish. And he just enjoyed himself. Also, he came across a pheasant way up in the tree, and he shot it with the bow and arrow, and he missed, and he cursed himself for that one. So you have it. You meet the rest of the contestants. I actually like Nate. He's pretty cool, the military guy. I think Michelle's going to do pretty good too. She might last quite a while. The rest of them, not sure yet and how they're going to do. Nobody tapped out within this first 7 days of their journey. Next week's episode, they're going to mix it up now. They're going to have so many people from the first episode with so many people from this episode and mix them up, show you how their journey's going. So still 9 people left for the competition, people. And they did give you much sneak previews for next week's episode, which I like. I like guessing like what's going to happen. Like wait for the expense. Not know, oh, that's going to happen. Oh, wait, this is going to happen. I like not knowing. So there you have it. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.